So, you might have noticed it's not Monday. Monday was a few days ago. Um, and all I have to say to that is, oops. I may have girl bossed a little too close to the sun with this one, fellas. But we're here. It's finally happening somehow, one way or another. And I don't know, honestly, I cannot tell you if that's for the better or the worse. I guess we'll find out. But yes, as you can see from the title and everything, we beat Pokemon Platinum. We beat it officially. There's no more content. Don't check the VOD. There's no more content. I 100%ed it totally. Don't check the VOD. But yeah, we are moving on from Platinum. I at least beat the Elite Four, okay? But yeah, we beat the Elite Four. We beat Platinum, as much of Platinum as I wanted to keep playing, honestly. I love the game, but it was getting to be kind of a long series. Um, but yeah, so we are gathered here today to celebrate the life of Pokemon Platinum, the hit video game from 2008. The hit video game from 2008, Pokemon Platinum, released for the Nintendo DS, featuring the hit Pokemon Giratina in the hit region Sinnoh, in the hit franchise Pokemon. Yeah. So let me say real quick right off the bat that I have been awake since 11 a.m. yesterday morning. So, if I'm a little incoherent today, that's why. And also, I did mention Monday for a reason, and that's because this stream was originally planned for Monday, and then I realized that Monday was not feasible at all for one of the things I was working on, and I've been working on it all week until literally like an hour ago. one of the things for our little party tonight. So, and it turned out really bad too. It wasn't even worth it. But you know what? We're just rolling with it, honestly. So yeah, sorry, just a tiny bit more yapping before we actually get into it. I did just want to say I only have like half an hour maybe worth of content actually planned out for this stream. If anyone, I know Sebs was here for the this stream's predecessor, if you will, the final Heart Gold stream we did with the wacky presentation and everything. This is an evolution on that, but slightly more. Like, very, very slightly more. Like, just the tiniest bit, and I don't even know if it was worth it. But anyways, so that's all I really have planned. And I am honestly so tired that I don't know how long this stream is actually going to go on. But we'll see. And I'm thinking, you know, we could just hang out, just vibe, just like chat a little bit while we're going through it. And you know, if we wrap up the whole like presentation part that I have planned out, we could just hang out a little bit afterwards and stuff. So now that the yapping is out of the way, I think that's everything I wanted to yap about. So now that that's out of the way, Let me remember which display this is. I think it's this one. Okay, yeah. Oh, I remember. I just remembered one other thing. No little guy today. I'm sorry to all the little guy fans out there. She's not here today. I want to, put a little bit. This is the wrong chat. This is the wrong chat overlay. You know what? Whatever. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, I wanted the focus today to be on the stuff I'm presenting, and I kind of noticed last time that, like, my little guy kind of unintentionally kind of got in the way of some of the, stuff on my presentation last time. So I was just like, you know, let's just make the focus the content and not have the little guy today. And also because I'm just so tired, I don't feel like opening VTube Studio. Anyways, so you may notice right now, we're on a very strange screen. Oh wait, I gotta pause the music for this real quick. Just very, very quickly. Because I have something very special on the next slide. We are getting right into our little presentation, kind of going over. I'm so sorry if you just saw my Ash and Go wallpaper. Anyways, um, what was I saying? Oh, we're getting into the presentation. This is, I thought we would have mentioned, yeah, what wallpaper? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm definitely not a Pokemon super fan, question mark. Um, so this presentation is just going to be kind of going over our team members, kind of reminiscing on the good times we had playing Pokemon Platinum and stuff like that. So, what we are about to see is um what I wasted the past week of my life on. Just in this 1 minute and a half of content right here. Thank you so much for the follow. You're gonna be regretting it in a second. Um, this is what I spent the last week of my life on. Oh my god, the quality is so bad. Hold on. Hold on. Why is the quality that bad? Hold on. We're pretend we're doing this for the first time. Anyways. So hard. I forgot it was that bad. I've been I Oh man. You can really tell where I just kind of started giving up. I, I will say there is like I'm glad you guys liked it. I was just cringing the whole time. I I finished it like an hour ago. I exported it. I was watching it over and I was like, "Oh my god, this is so bad. No one is going to like this." I will say there is this one part with Cyrus. Hold on, let me go back to it. This part with Cyrus, I really like how this part turned out. With Cyrus and this whole part after that, with Team Galactic and all that, I think that turned out really good. I was really happy with that. Like, look at this. It's not a phase bomb. That and the hold on, let me. Oh no, what did I do? Hold on. I hold on. I did something wrong. Okay, hold on. This this right here, this Dialga and Palkia, this was one of not the very last, but one of the last drawings I did for this. And and Vivzy knows this. I was complaining about how complicated these stupid designs are. It was like 3 p.m. I'm like, I have or like 3 or 4 p.m. I have like I'm supposed to stream in like a couple hours and I have to draw these stupid legendaries. I like how it turned out though. That's one of my favorite this is one of my favorite frames actually right here. I really like how it turned. I really like how even though they're like just background here, I really like how these three down here turned out. Dialga, I like. Palkia, I absolutely hate it. This man, I never want to draw Palkia again. Should have drawn the horse Palkia instead. Unfortunately, that didn't exist in Platinum. That was a Legends Arceus exclusive right there. This other one with the lake trio here. This is also uh not the very last again, but like one of the last drawings I did. Um, I I like how it turned out. I wish I had done more with the backgrounds. I was running out of time like really badly and I was just like I do not want to do backgrounds right now. Um this I didn't even bother. I was just like I'm just going to block in colors and call it a day. You get the picture. It's the distortion world. You get the idea here. Um and then I really like how this Team Galactic transition turned out here. I'm really happy with how Jupiter turned out. She turned out so pretty. I don't even really care for Jupiter, but I really like how she turned out. Mars turned out pretty okay. Saturn, whatever. It's just Saturn. I really like how Jupiter turned out. This was and then let's see. So here's the timeline of like how this was. I think no, this wasn't the very last one. This was like the second to last. No, third to last one. This was the third to last one. These these four. Wait, three. Wait, hold on. Oh yeah, four. Okay, so this one, this one, and this one were the last four I did. The one with the badges is the very last one that I actually did. This was the second to last one. You can kind of tell I was just getting over it. I was like, I just want to be done with this. Like, even Cyrus looks done here. He's like, man, get me out of here. But to kind of paint a picture of how the how planning this out. And I know I'm like completely spending all the time on this video and not on the actual presentation, but I kind of just want to talk about it now because I spend so much time on it. The kind of order of events here was this intro here was the very first thing that I did here. With Mount Coronet here, and this kind of like transition into the black screen with the Lake Trio and then Giratina and all that. This I did on Saturday, like literally the day after our final platinum stream. And um so this was the first thing I did, and then I kind of just like I kind of had an idea in my head what I wanted to do, but I wanted to actually put it down on paper or like on the program or whatever. You know what I mean. So I just kind of like storyboarded out the rest. Another thing too is I actually okay, so then this was one of the first things that I drew also, and then the ending, like the very ending with Normie in the Elite Four chamber, and kind of like doing her little victory pose with Giratina showing up at the end. That was I did the very beginning first, and then I did the very end second, and then I just kind of filled in the middle as I went. I actually was doing it in a way more detailed style at first. And this was back okay, so here's why I had to postpone a stream, as you could tell. I I thought it would only take me 2 days. And I was doing it in a way more detailed style. Like these had like way more shading originally and everything, and like way more crazier stuff going on. And I realized I just kind of looked at it on Sunday and I was like, yeah, this isn't happening. This is not getting done. This is not getting done. So I just completely redrew everything in this way simpler style. Like there's no shading, just like a little bit of details here and there. Like you can kind of tell in some of these where I just kind of started getting really tired. Like this run cycle here is super rough. This one here, like she just randomly became chibi just cuz I was getting tired of drawing her. But anyways, all that to move on. Anyways, that was the yap session about that video. I might talk more about it later, but that's what I spent the past week on. Um so moving on, we have no, I don't want to. There we go. Okay. Moving on. We are going to be introduced to our team. Our very awesome cast of characters that we traveled with throughout Pokemon Platinum, starting of course with our lovely Normie. So I'm going to give you some information about her. Kind of in the same style as the Heart Gold presentation. We're gonna go over some little fun facts about them. So Normie here, you may remember if you were around for the Heart Gold era that my character there was also named Normie. These are actually two different people. Just completely different people. They both were just named Normie for some reason. I don't know why. Ask their moms. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. And she may or may not have some blackmail on some people. Using them whenever it's convenient. It's like you know Lucas here, for example. We don't like filling out the Pokedex here, so we kind of convinced Lucas to kind of do most of the work for us, so that Rowan would kind of back off, just girly pop things. Um and idiot Barry, love him or hate him, Normie is only really friends with him because he wouldn't shut up, and she couldn't. He just kept talking, and she was like, "No, I don't want to hang. Okay, we're going on an adventure now." Um, you know. And you may or may not remember Five Smileys. May he rest in peace. Normie has nothing to do with that, actually. She just kind of watched it happen. And of course, she's Looker's #1 fan. I mean, who isn't, honestly? And she's a Moo Moo Milk addict. Which you may not have picked up on if you weren't really watching too closely. It's kind of underground about it. We only had like 100 Moo Moo Milks in the bag at a time. She was kind of she didn't want to be like too outspoken about it. You know. But yeah, that's Normie. What do we think of Normie, chat? Do we like her? Do we hate her? I like her personally. I think Normie is pretty awesome. Wow, Subs is a hater out here. Oh, I can put the music back on now. Forgot. Um, well, moving on, we have our very, very good boy, Clement the Luxray. And, what else is there to say, honestly? The man, the myth, the legend himself, Clement the Luxray of Pokemon Platinum fame. He may or may not have a little bit of a habit of biting everything. He's kind of working on it. You know how cats are. They kind of just do stuff. He also drinks battery acid. And his favorite hobby is chasing his own tail. It's kind of funny because he actually acts like all tough about it and stuff. He's like, I'm too cool to do silly things. And then when no one's looking, he's chasing his tail. But that was Clement. Moving on, we have the very, very good boy, Glue the Rapidash. And Glue here was actually born in Kanto. He moved to Sinnoh to like study abroad. He was getting a higher education. But unfortunately, he's some might say pants with directions. He got lost outside Oreburgh, and then he ran into Normie, and he just kind of became part of the team. He's currently in therapy for his self-destructive behaviors. Knowing 3 moves that deal recoil damage at once kind of takes a toll on your mental health. So he's working on bettering himself. He's been doing very, very good. We love a success story here, and he's been voted the most useful member of the team, but not for anything related to like battle or anything. Let's just say there's a reason his name is Glue. Moving on, we have the very, very good girl, Gummy the Gastrodon. Honestly, one of my favorites. I love Gastrodon so much. I love Gummy. She was such a trooper in this run. We love Gummy here. And of course, she is the best girl. Why wouldn't she be? And, she does some really important work outside of battle, too. She's an advocate for women's rights and an ally to all marginalized groups. She's doing some really good work out here. She's even won, like, several awards for her work. She's just truly a pioneer in her field. Not many Gastrodons make it this far, let alone women Gastrodons. And yeah, like I said, she's a role model for Gastrodon and Shellos all over the world. They all just really look up to her because she's such an icon. EC Gastrodons kind of hate her a little bit though, because they kind of hate to see a woman succeed, but we don't care about them. Moving on, we have Koro the Chimecho. A very awesome, very little guy. We love Koro here. Of course, fan favorite, as you can see by Seb's enthusiasm. He was kind of honestly mostly dead weight, but he definitely had his moments. He had his time to shine. It just wasn't quite as often as like the bigger players like Clement or Gummy or even Glue. They kind of outshone him a little bit. Um, but he still had his moments, and he was a very good boy for that. He's been voted the cutest member of the team after a very close battle between him and Gummy, and it's mostly because he won 2 contests and she didn't. You know, she was just a little too busy for that. Um, I mean, Coral is very cute. You can have your opinions. I think they are both very very adorable. You know, as the trainer, I can't really have much of a say on it. Um, and he puts Normie to sleep instantly with the sound of his chimes, which could be really useful right about now. You know, I am exhausted. Yeah, that was Coral, and next up we have Luca the Lucario. I am a Lucario fan. I'm a little sad that Luca didn't get as much spotlight as I would have liked him to. He just kind of came in at like sort of an inopportune time, I would say, where you know, we had Gummy, we had Clement, we had Glue. They were our pretty big players on our team, and they did most of the work, so the others just kind of hung back, and unfortunately Luca was one of them. As much as I would have loved for him to have his moments, he just didn't get quite that much spotlight, and because of that, he is Sinnoh's biggest hater. He honestly is just out here hating everybody. Um, he's, you know, when you got a giant spike coming out of your chest, there are some times where, you come close, very close to stabbing people, intentionally or not. And, he, also has no regards for personal space, which is not a very good combo when you, again, have a giant spike coming out of your chest. But, it is what it is. Next up we have our newest member, our youngest member, some would say. Abby the Absol. You might not even remember her, because I brought her in for the very last stream, and she didn't even do anything. She was just dead weight the whole time. Yeah, as I said, she's the team's newest member, and of course, Normie's biggest hater. You know, she was just recently caught, so she had very low friendship, and frustration on top of that was going to be a big move for her, and then she ended up not being able to use it at all, which was kind of awkward. But it is what it is. She was there, and, you know, unsurprisingly, she was voted the most useless addition to the team, which I'm pretty sure Sting was mainly the guy behind that. He was pretty upset that he got replaced. And, rumor has it that Abby is actually short for absolutely, for some reason, which Abby will not confirm nor deny, and no one really knows why. And next up, oh, may he rest in peace, bless his soul, 5 smiley faces, the Prinplup. He left to get Moo Milk for Normie and just never came back. And so he's legally declared dead in the Sinnoh region. May he rest in peace. But some may say he might be living a secret life in Alola. Might be. You know, it's hard to track him. You know, some people, Hey, I told you Normie had nothing to do with that. I had nothing to do with that. You know, some may say that he might have orchestrated faking his death himself to get out of there. I think he was feeling a lot of pressure from everybody, and he just couldn't handle it. He had to get out of there. And moving on, we have Yeet the Psyduck, which I actually forgot existed until I made this presentation last week. And you probably did too. But here's a little fun fact about her. She knit sweaters for the other boxed mons, which is very sweet of her. And next up, oh, another fan favorite right here. We have Free Candy the Drifloon. We love this guy. We love this guy. And he's just a balloon who loves giving out candy. He's pretty popular with the trick-or-treaters on Halloween, you know. Halloween was last Thursday. You know, you might have been able to see free candy if you went trick-or-treating. You know, he loves giving out candy. Unfortunately, parents don't quite agree, and they would not trust him alone with their children, but it is what it is. Next up, we have Sting the Gliscor. And Sting, of course, who wouldn't be Abby's biggest op, you know, just being replaced at the very end of the run by a team member that didn't even carry their own weight. You know, it's a really sore subject for him. You know, I would be too. Most jealous team member, honestly. And apparently he was named after a mysterious Gliscor from another universe. I don't know what that's about, but it sounds pretty interesting. And next up, we have Loser Eace the Togepi. And his name has a typo. It's supposed to be face, but I typed an E instead of an F in the game, and I don't think anyone actually caught it. And of course, he was the quickest Boxmon. I mean, who wouldn't be? Next up, we have the little Eevee who was not meant to be Prince. He was destined to be King's successor until he wasn't. Some might remember we had big plans for him. He was gonna be our resident dark type. He was gonna be the Team Umbreon, and unfortunately, other team members came along, and we just felt like they had a better spot on the team, and unfortunately, Prince just kind of got the short end of the stick here. And on another note, he's been voted the loudest snorer by the other box members. I think they've been trying to run a petition to get him moved into another box, because they're just so sick of hearing him snore. He sounds like a dying whale when he sleeps, you know. It's just miserable for all the other box mons. I feel pretty bad for them, you know. If this had come to my attention sooner, you know, I would have done something about it. And next up, we have this guy. Yeah, you know the one. You know the one. The very one himself. Bastard the Saravia. Who I only caught because I did not have a single Pokemon that could learn Fly. For some reason. And next up, we have Pokesatan itself, Giratina. And you know, fellas, is it blasphemous to capture Satan itself? You know, it's he's actually a pretty nice guy, and all the boxed mons actually really love him. He's very nice. It gives out toys to all the younger mons like Loser Ace. And you know, he's just a very caring Pokemon. Everyone loves him. And of course, who wouldn't? He talks shit about Cyrus all the time, and honestly, based. And that was all our team members, all our Pokemon, all our normies, and all our lore. And next up, we have some fun clips to showcase. I think we've got 4 clips in here. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 4 clips, and I think, oops, you saw my wallpaper again, didn't you? We're not going to talk about that. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I said, I think we have 4 clips in here. 2 of them are clipped by Sebs. Shout out Mr. Sebs the Rat King. Friend of the channel, sometimes op, but mostly friend. And 2 of them were clipped by me, I think. Unless 3 of them were clipped. No, I think 2 of them were clipped by me. So yeah, let's move on to the clips. Honestly, I feel like this playthrough had a lot more clip-worthy moments that I just forgot about and didn't catch. You know, I kind of went through and just kind of clipped all the funny moments that I remembered, but there were probably a lot more that I just like missed or didn't think to clip or anything. I know I was a big fan of the bit with Looker in the Galaxy HQ where he's disguised as a galactic grunt and he takes off the disguise. I really liked that bit, and it was just too long to clip. But yeah, there were some fun moments in there that I just didn't get a chance to clip, unfortunately. But you know, you can always go back, rewatch the old VODs and stuff like that. And I'm gonna try to go through and actually make those highlights videos, and so I'll try to find some of those funny moments that I might have missed from clips and put them in the highlights videos. But anyways, let's get moving on with our first clip. Oh. That's definitely a normal person. The flowing time, the expanding space. He seems well adjusted. He does seem well adjusted. I love that clip unironically so much. It's so funny. It's so funny. And next up, we have... I'm not AI! Oh, this one's kind of loud, sorry. Of course I'm not a good AI because I'm not artificial! I may be stupid, but I'm still human! Very true. I'm still human. And I don't know what this next one is, actually.
Incidentally, do you understand?
Oh, it's this one. I love this
genes? One. Yes? If it's true, you've impressed me. Genes can be considered the blueprints of all life forms.
I just said I understand! You don't have to explain it to me, Cyrus.
That includes humans and Pokemon alike.
I know, Cyrus, thank you!
Genes are contained in a DNA strand.
I know all this!
A DNA strand consists of 2 chains of opposing characteristics in a spiral. If one of the chains were to be broken, the other could replicate it. One or the other cannot exist without its opposite.
Yes, I got it. I got it, Cyrus.
Do you understand where I'm going with this?
Yes, I know where you're going with this. The distortion world and the real world are DNA strands. I get it, okay? I get it, Cyrus. Yeah, Cyrus was pretty L for that one. That was the main inspiration for the "It's Not a Phase Mom" T-shirt. I was originally gonna have him say like "stupid female" in the video, but then I ended up changing it to just him wearing the "It's Not a Phase Mom" shirt because I thought it was funny. And oh, I think this last one is from the Elite Four. She's not gonna hit another crit. Okay, well, now I have an excuse to use the full She did in fact hit another crit. And with that, it's time for the tier list. We are going to be, and let me just take a moment here real quick to switch screens while I get this set up. We are going to be, just like last time, if I can get out of this. How do I? Oh, there we go. I did press escape and it just didn't work. Huh. Anyways, so just like last time with Heart Gold, we're going to be taking a look at every Pokemon and kind of just ranking them based on how I felt they did in the run. And I think I'm missing a couple here, and that's just because they were boxed immediately, so I just didn't have a chance to use them, so there's not really a point in having them on the thing. I wish I could change this without it switching. But it's fine. Let's do that. Boom. So yeah. Let's get started with the tier list. I don't. This isn't in like the order they were caught or anything. This was just whatever the template threw at me, I guess. But I will try to the best of my ability to go in the order they were caught. So that would be, of course, 5 Smileys to start with. And I mean, 5 Smileys is kind of hard to rank because of the tragedy that occurred. But I think if we're just going based on how he was performing at the time, I think I would put him in like low A tier just cuz he was I do believe he was like our strongest member, so that's like an automatic plus right off the bat. And actually no, you know what? He's going down to B tier because I just remembered he lost us our first 2 rival fights. Actually, no, I'm getting more angry now that I think about it. He's going in C tier. This man actually kind of sucks. He was actually garbage. So you know what? We're keeping him at C tier, and he's only a C. He's only a C because I feel bad for the tragedy that occurred. If it weren't for that, he would absolutely be an F tier. Actually, no, you know what? I'm gonna make a new tier right now. And it's gonna be the dead tier. Because he's both dead and dead to me. Anyways, moving on, we have Clement the Luxray next. He stuck with us the entire run. He was our first technical catch, our second Pokemon overall, and he stayed with us to the very end. So, you know, he was also very, very strong. You know, he was consistently like our highest level. As much as I tried to like keep things even, he was just like so good in certain situations where like I just couldn't help but have him level up a little bit. Hold on, let me put the music back on. Sorry. Um, so he was consistently performing very well. You know, and of course, being our longest lasting member, is bonus points. Yeah, he's definitely an S tier. That is an S tier Pokemon right there. Next up, I think Glue is our next catch. Now, I will say, and I'm just gonna put him up here so that you can see who I'm talking about. This isn't his final rank or anything. I will say, like I mentioned earlier, Glue, Clement, Gummy, those were our highest performing players. They were our biggest team members. So, but I do think Glue was not quite as good as Clement. Maybe not even as good as Gummy. I feel like I would say he's probably on par with Gummy. Like just slightly below Clement in terms of like, not just, well, usefulness. He would be an S tier because he was very useful throughout. You know, fire types being infamously being a rarity in the Sinnoh region. He has that going for him. But also just like in general, he did pretty well. Not quite as well as Clement, I would say. But still very well. Very high performing. I'm and he was the one who ended up beating Cynthia. He was the one who survived to the end. Just because he had more ability to deal with. He could deal with more of her Pokemon. So just for that, I think I'm gonna also put him in A tier. Just cause like I love him, he's great. I don't think he's quite as great as Clement, but he's still very good. And next up, ooh, I can't remember. I think it might have been, I don't remember. It was between, I think it was Free Candy first and then Yeet. So we'll just go in that order. So Free Candy, you know, he ended up not lasting very long on the team, but he was around for a while. And then after a certain point, he only really saw use to deal with defog in that one area near like Salacion Town, I want to say, or somewhere around there. That one really foggy area. He was huge for that. I don't think he ever got past like level 20. So I can't really rank him very high because of that, because he just didn't get used that much. I think he was also just kind of a weak member of the team at the time that he was around. You know, the Fantina fight was very difficult, even with him on our side. Actually, I think he made it even more difficult, because he only had, like, Astonish or something. So, I think I'm okay with leaving him at C tier. He just wasn't super spectacular. And then, yeah, let's do Yeet next. Yeet, of course, was boxed very early on, so I can't really rank her, so I'm just gonna put her in D tier just for that. You know, not super applicable because I didn't really use her at all. I think we'll throw Gummy in next. Gummy is just an easy S tier. You know, not quite as high as Clement, of course, because Clement was, I think, just, oops, sorry. Clement was, like, I think just a little bit better overall. But Gummy had a lot of uses. You know, that groundwater typing came in clutch many times. You know, she can stand up to electric types because she's immune. So she immediately loses her electric type weakness with water because ground is immune, and she takes normal damage from ground type moves, which was absolutely huge to discover because ground is super effective against itself, but it's not super effective against water. And so because of that, she actually takes normal damage against ground type moves, which was such a major thing, especially in those later battles, especially against Bertha, the ground type Elite Four member. That was huge. So I think, and she also was just very tanky. She was honestly like a blast to use, and just an absolute angel on our team. I just absolutely loved every moment I spent with her. So for that reason, she's an easy S tier. I think we'll do Prince next. And I think I'm gonna leave Prince in C tier here with free candy. Because I do think like if I had used him more, he would have unlocked more of his potential, but he just kind of got pushed off to the sidelines by our other team members like Sting, like Koro, and eventually like Luca. And so he just didn't really get his chance to shine there. So I don't think I can really rank him above a C. And I think the only reason I'm keeping him in C is because I do think if he had like evolved and been used more, he would have had a lot of use on the team and a lot of potential there. So that's where we're gonna put him. I think, yeah, we can do Koro next. And like I mentioned in earlier in the slideshow, Koro was honestly kind of a dead weight for a good chunk of the run. He was only really useful in certain situations, and even then it was kind of a toss-up whether or not like it would actually matter there, or if I could have just used like Gummy or like Luca or whoever, or like Clement or whoever. So I think I'm gonna put him in B tier, because as much as I love him, as much as I love the idea of him, I just don't think he was really that great of a team member. I think even Prince would have been able to fill his team slot a lot better and have provided more to the team. But he did have that psychic typing, but he just didn't really get access to very good moves until like the very end. So I just couldn't find many opportunities to really utilize him. So we're gonna leave him at B tier. Next up, we'll do Sting, and Sting is another case where I think that he just was, and I think Sting's gonna be a high C tier, because I think being a team member for as long as he was automatically puts him above like these boxed mons here. But I also don't think he was actually that good of a team member. He just didn't really, he was just kind of in an awkward position where I kind of mainly only used him for the HMs he had and nothing else, because he just wasn't very good in battle. And maybe it was the moveset I gave him, maybe it was the opponents I was pitting him up against. Who's to really say? I just found it awkward trying to use him on the team, and I usually don't have that problem with Pokemon. I can usually, kind of look at a Pokemon's typing, like, let's say Gummy here, for example. Like, okay, Gummy is water ground. So we can use her against electric types and she'll be just fine. She has access to Dig, which will be huge against electric types. She can tank ground type attacks because she doesn't take super effective against it. I can kind of take those things into consideration there and really know how to, I think, I like to think that I kind of know how to use my Pokemon to the best of their ability with either in spite of or because of the moveset I give them. I am, as you have probably figured out, I am very, like, attack oriented, so I don't really do well with, like, status moves or anything, and I also really like to have a lot of type coverage with my attacks. I like to have at least one stab, and then, like, some nice type variety, so I can still cover for other, so I can still cover for whatever opponent comes my way, even if I don't, even if I otherwise, like, wouldn't. And with Sting there, it was just very hard because he had, I think it was 3 HMs. And so I just, wait, was it 3? It was either 2 or 3, I think. Yeah, I can't remember. It was either 2 or 3. But he had a lot of HMs was the problem. And, so that didn't give me much, like, creativity, I guess, when it came to, like, setting up his moves. I think it was 2, actually. 2 HMs. And I think it also depends on what HMs they are, but I just felt like with Sting, it was really hard to come up with a moveset that really suited him, and and also, like, his typing, ground flying, I don't really have much experience with, so it was kind of hard for me to really know where to use him and stuff. And so I think probably a good chunk of this was just, like, user error, like, not really knowing how to play with him. But regardless, I think I am going to leave him at high C tier. Maybe low B tier, but I think I'll keep him at high C. I'm just gonna throw the bird in here. He's a D tier. He's only used for fly. We don't care about him. Luca. Luca is, Luca is one that I really wanted, and I mentioned this, but I really wanted him to have more use than he did. He was kind of another Koro situation, except I feel a little worse. And maybe that was just because he was introduced later into the run. And not quite as late as Abby, obviously, but he still only had, like, a couple of streams where he was really there. And during that time, he just didn't really get a whole lot of use, because I just didn't really have opponents for him to tackle. And when I did, they probably had something that would be super effective against him. And, like, also to be fair, like, he was, for, like, the first half that we had him, I just kept him benched the entire time because he was so much lower level, because he hatched from an egg. And so that also put him at a little bit of a disadvantage, because he ended up missing out on some more of those battles that he could have participated in if he had like either hatched sooner or leveled up sooner or just been at a different point in our progression than he was. So I think he was really a like I think it was no fault of his own other than it was just unfortunate timing when we got him. And I think I think I'll put him at low B because of that. Because I feel like Koro had a little bit more use to him. And he was also like a fan favorite, so maybe I'm a little bit biased. But I just feel like Luca is in the same boat, but just not quite as good. Which is unfortunate, because I really like Lucario as a Pokemon. And I feel like Luca could have been really cool if he had had more opportunities. And of course, finally, we have Abby, and honestly, hi D. What more is there to say? I brought her on the team, and she just kept fainting when she was supposed to be really good. And, maybe that's my fault, but yeah, she ended up not being a very good member of the team. I think it's another situation, and of course this is a little bit harder because this area is so much farther into the game, but I feel like it's another situation like Prince and like Luca, where if I had her at a an earlier point, or if I had used her more, if I got her at an earlier point and I used her more, I feel like she would have become a really good, solid member of the team. But she was just kind of a last minute catch, because I remembered we wanted to catch an Absol, and I just felt like Sting wasn't cutting it, and she ended up being worse than Sting, so you know, it's unfortunate, but stuff happens sometimes. It is what it is. But yeah, that's our tier list. Let me take a screenshot real quick. Thankfully, that did not show up on the stream, that last screenshot. But, yeah, I'm gonna post this over in Discord real quick. And yeah, so that's the tier list. Just to go over it once more, we have of course Clement and Gummy at S tier, where they should be. Honestly, they were pretty awesome. They absolutely deserve it. We have Glue at A tier, which I think is pretty fair for him. We have Koro and Luca at B tier. I think it was just unfortunate they didn't get more opportunities to be used. We have Sting, Free Candy, and Prince in C tier. And we have Abby, Yeet, and Bastard in D tier. So, with that is actually all. Wow, we actually made it to an hour. That is all the main content I had prepared for this stream. But if you chatters do not mind, if you would indulge me for a moment, I would just like to take a moment to just kind of hang out and chill. And maybe I can pull up the... I did say it was gonna be a no little guy stream, but I think we can pull the little guy up and put her in the void. Let me switch screens here. Let me pull her up. Give me 1 second, chat. Let me pull her up. We're just gonna be in the void because I don't have an actual background yet. But I just wanted to take a moment and kind of just like chat and hang out a little bit, because you know, it's not something I like to talk about on my streams, but you know, times are getting kind of rough out here, and they're going to be for you know, the next few years. So I think we just need a little bit of, oh, sorry, I forgot to, there we go. I just think we need a little bit of, like, positivity in these times. And, I also just wanted to kind of take a moment and chat, because, we don't really usually do that. It's, usually just me playing the video game, and sometimes I have something mildly insightful to say about Pokemon. Yeah, I just wanted to hang out, because I have plans for this channel, and I have plans for the future, and it's gonna take a while to do them, but I also, you know, just kind of like I want to keep things like fresh, kind of like I want to keep things a little bit of like a surprise, but I also want to kind of let you guys know like where we're kind of at and stuff, and like I said, also just to kind of hang out and chat, because it's not something we usually really do very much. So I guess right off the bat, I just wanted to say that after this stream, I'm going to be taking a little bit of a hiatus. I did this last time with Heart Gold, where I took a few weeks off to just kind of like mentally prepare myself for the next game, and you know, just kind of relax and work on new stream assets and stuff, like this little guy that you see right here, right now. And so I wanted to do the same this time around, because number one, it gives me a chance to just kind of like catch my breath and not have to worry about streaming, even if I don't really stick to my schedule that well to begin with. But it just kind of lets me take a breather, kind of take a step back, and plan out some other fun things. And so one of those things is, well, it's been something I've been talking about a lot since the beginning of this channel, and that is a proper life 2D model. And I can't guarantee that it'll be ready by the next time you see me, but I'm definitely going to try, and I definitely have a lot more motivation now. Maybe not right this moment, because my hand is still very sore from that video. But, definitely, like, in the following weeks, like, I definitely feel a lot more motivation to kind of work on it, and to, not have to worry about streaming in the meantime. And also, like, I just kind of want to, take a moment to catch up on editing like the highlights videos for Platinum that I never really got around to. Cause like once I get into like a schedule of like, okay, I do this every this and this, and I do this every this and this, and then it's like I don't find much time to do the other thing that I keep swearing I'll do. And it's like I could set aside time, but then it becomes not fun, and I could do it in my free time, but then I'm using my free time for something that doesn't feel as fun as like playing a silly little video game with my friends and stuff. So it's kind of hard to balance that stuff, but I'm gonna try to work on it. I'm gonna try. I can't promise anything, but I'm definitely gonna try, and I'm definitely gonna try a lot harder going into our next game, which I have mentioned several times now, but we are going to be playing Generation 5 next, Pokemon Black and White, specifically White, and then after that, of course, we gotta play the sequel. So we've still got content for miles and miles on end, at least for the main stuff. And of course, I do. I'm starting to do like variety stuff on Wednesdays now, and I've got a few things in mind for that. Not necessarily everything like planned out like for the next 5 years or anything crazy like that, but I just kind of like have an idea in my mind like, okay, this is what I'm gonna be streaming next, and I definitely want to stream this at some point, and I want to stream this at some point, and so yeah, Wednesdays just kind of give me an opportunity to stream other games that I otherwise like wouldn't be able to fit into my schedule because of my like main playthrough stuff. But yeah, and yeah, so I've got stuff planned for Wednesdays. It's not all Pokemon stuff, but it's gonna be a lot of Pokemon stuff coming up. And I really didn't mean for it to turn out that way, because believe it or not, I do play other games besides Pokemon, but that's just how my life is going right now. But yeah, and I might have something special cooking for someone else you may know around here, someone who frequents these parts around here, someone who may be in this very chat right now, that I might be taking this break opportunity to work on. Yeah, I got stuff planned. I got stuff planned. It's just a matter of actually following through them. And like the video that I showed at the beginning of the stream, like I think was probably my most successful, just in terms of like I actually sat down and did it against all odds. Okay, funny story about that. I actually want to talk about this now. I was originally thinking, oh yeah, I'm gonna make this really cool like anime opening, and I'm gonna use like one of the songs from the Pokemon anime, and, like do like, oh I'll do like the full version and everything, and it's gonna be so epic, and I'm gonna do it in 2 days. And then the next day I was like, yeah, I don't think I can do this. I'm just gonna use the Platinum intro music and see what I can do with it. And it's not even 2 minutes long, and it still took me until literally an hour before streaming to finish. So let that be a lesson in overestimating yourself. And yeah, like even despite that, I actually managed to follow through with it and actually finish it, which is very rare for me. So it gives me a little bit of like extra confidence, like extra like motivation to get some of my other projects done, because like, well, I was able to do this, so I should be able to do this too, right? And so that's kind of the mindset I'm going into everything with, and hopefully that will work out for me. And yeah, so the rest of this year is gonna be kind of unpredictable, like just in terms of like streaming stuff, because I'm thinking probably gonna take at least 2 weeks off. I might take 3 off because Thanksgiving, not that I really care about Thanksgiving that much, but just like it's convenient for me to have that off, like the especially when I'm like stuffing my face full of food. I don't really want to stream right after that. But that would mean that if I take the rest of this month off, I don't start streaming again until December, which is kind of a bummer. I would like to stream a bit more in November, but like, you know, months only have so many weeks in them, you know. I've had I've had a time. Mukbang stream? Absolutely not. I get so self-conscious about people hearing me eat or like seeing me eat. Like if I'm eating something and it's like really messy, I just cover my mouth with my hand. Like I put my hand in front of my face so people can't see me like chewing this really messy, disgusting food. And I also get really self-conscious about like people like hearing me eat food, like especially if it's like really crunchy. So like if I'm like in voice chat and I'm eating something like really crunchy, I'm just like, no, I'm gonna mute actually. Like if it's something that's like, if it's just like I don't know, like French fries, like those, like the soft French fries, not like the super crispy ones, um, or like or like or like little like bread bites or something. Like I still feel bad about like eating them in VC. It's like it doesn't give me as much like embarrassment as like crunching whole chips in VC like full blast in everyone's ears. Oh man. I got a lot of work to do this weekend. Even just not even streaming related. I just like, okay, so I lost, I broke I broke one of the nose pieces on my glasses, like one of the nose pads. It just snapped off out of nowhere. I don't know what happened. I was cleaning my glasses and then it snapped off. And I tried for like 20 minutes to push it back in, and then my dad was like, dude, that's just completely broken. You gotta get that nose pad replaced at Walmart or something. And I was like, man. So I gotta do that this weekend. And yeah, I got stuff to do. I got things to work out. It's chaotic right now. But I am optimistic for the future, which is very surprising for me. I'm not usually, I'm usually the type to be very cynical and pessimistic about the future, especially when I'm like kind of like in a depressive rut. I'm just kind of like, man, nothing's going right for me. The world sucks. I suck. I hate everything. I just want to go live in the woods by myself, please and thank you. and so I have those moments a lot, and then other moments I'm like, man, actually the future's kind of awesome. I want to do this and this and this and this and this, and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that and I'm gonna do this, and if I have the opportunity to do this, then I'm gonna do this and this and this and this and this. And so, you know, some stuff lately, and you know, I mentioned like I don't like talking about this too much, and I don't want to get like too detailed, but if you know, you know, recent events, you know, I've been feeling kind of both ways. Like I was feeling very horrible at the beginning of the week, very horrible, but you know, it also gives me an opportunity to actually do something with my life now and actually move on with my life. And I am very lucky to have been given some very generous opportunities that may or may not be happening in the future, and it makes me really hopeful for the future, that I'll be somewhere happy and living my best life, living my best streamer life. I'll have so much more time to stream. I'll just be feeling better overall, and you know, it'll be scary too, cause I'm kind of like growing up for the first time in a way, even though I've been a grown up for a few years now, but it's like it really, it's only just now starting to set in, I guess, that like, oh yeah, I do adult now. I can make choices for myself, and I can do things, and obviously I'm still like limited. Like I can't just like spontaneously like, all right, moving to Antarctica now. Let's go. Like I don't have that kind of money. I don't have that kind of like job opportunity, but you know, I can work towards those sorts of things. I'm not moving to Antarctica, by the way, but you know what I mean? Like I can actually like set goals for myself and actually like do them and be like, yeah, hi, I'm an adult now. I'm gonna go be an adult now. Bye-bye. Penguins. Oh man, living with penguins would be awesome. Oh my god. Do you remember, what's the book called? I don't remember the name of the book, but there was this book we read in elementary school called, I don't remember what it's called, but it's about these penguins. It's about this guy who like, he like bought a bunch of like, I don't remember if it was one penguin or like a few penguins, but the penguin parentheses S were living in like his freezer, and the family were like taking care of these pet penguins that were living in the family freezer and stuff, and as a kid I was like, I want a pet penguin. But also I have a weird relationship with birds. Like, I like birds as a concept, but I don't think birds like me very much. And I don't think I would want a bird or bird adjacent as a pet nowadays. I'm more of a four-legged, furry, domesticated animal type person. But you know, it's fun to think about different exotic pets. Like just in a purely hypothetical sense, like, oh man, wouldn't it be awesome to have a pet otter? Wouldn't it be awesome to have a pet fox? Wouldn't it be awesome to have a pet ferret? Oh my god. We have this little like learning center thing, and I don't know if they still have it. They had it when I was a kid. They had a ferret that would just kind of hang out at the learning center, and it was like it belonged to them, but they let it like run around the center, and so you could see it run around, and sometimes they would let you pet it, and it was just the cutest little thing, and it was my first exposure to ferrets, and I've always been very interested in ferrets since then. I think they are cool little guys. They are very cute. They're like long cats. What's not to love? They're so cute. I love them. I feel like if I didn't have cats, like if I had to like pick a pet to own that wasn't like cats or dogs, I would probably have a pet ferret. I'd probably be out here with a pet ferret. Because they're just such little guys. Oh, And also, I saw this YouTube channel of this guy. He has a pet owl, and the owl acts like a cat but with wings, and it's the cutest thing. I don't think I would be able to have a pet owl, but it's like a fun, it's like a neat concept. And also it's kind of funny because as a kid, when I was like pretty young, owls were like my favorite animal. I just really liked them. And so child me would have absolutely screamed if I had come across that YouTube channel back then. I would have been like, Mom, I need to be there. I need that. I need that in my life. I need that pet owl in my life. In all seriousness, though, I do enjoy, like, you know, having the typical pets, like having the domesticated pets, the cats and dogs. I am a little bit more of a, well, not a little, a lot more of a cat person, but I do love my dog very much. He's basically just a big cat if you think about it. But I have lived with cats my entire life, so maybe that like contributes to it. But I really like taking care of cats. They're such little guys. They're so sweet, they're so cute, they're so fluffy, they're so soft and playful, and they're so cuddly, and I love cats. I really hope if and when I ever move out that I can get a cat. And even if it's not like immediately, like, I need a cat in my life again at some point if I move out, cause it'll just be lonely. It'll feel wrong without cats, cause I've had them my entire life. Like, literally from the moment I was born to present day, I have had at least one cat in my life, and not a day without. And so, and like when I was a kid, I would go to like my grandma's house for the summers, and she doesn't have any pets, or well, she didn't back then. She I mean, she still doesn't technically, but it's hard to explain. Anyways, I would go to my grandma's house in the summers when I was little, like 8, 9, 10, somewhere around there, I think, for like at least 2 summers, maybe 3. And I would spend like the whole summer there. We'd go up in like early June, come home like early August, right before school started. And it was always so lonely, because none of like my close relatives are my age. They're all older than me, and like I didn't really have anyone else to really play with, and so I mainly just spent my time alone, either playing Minecraft, or watching AGT with grandma, or doing arts and crafts, and I would always miss my pets so much when I would go up there for the summer. It was my biggest sadness in having to leave home for the summer, was I wouldn't be able to play with my kitties. My poor babies. I wouldn't be able to see them. I'm gonna miss my little baby so much when I move out. My cat, where is she? She was in here earlier. My cat Andromeda is just the sweetest thing. Sweetest thing. I love her to death. And I'm gonna miss her so much when I move out. And Lily, also my other cat, she's getting pretty old, and you know, she's 14 now, so we kind of know, like, she's not gonna have that much longer, you know. She's getting up there. She's like, she's still very healthy right now. But you know, things could change. She could fall back into being unhealthy again, or she could just, like, you know, naturally have problems with her old age and all that. And so, you know, I do feel bad that if I move out, like, before she's gone, and then she passes away while I'm gone, I won't have been really able to really say goodbye to her. And that is something kind of sad, I think, about a little bit. But you know, life is life, and it happens. And I love her no matter what, and I know she knows that I love her, and I know she loves me. And anyways, I love cats. What were we talking about? I don't remember the train of thought anymore. We were talking about streaming earlier, right? Anyways, I think that's probably a good sign for me to maybe head off and actually get some sleep. I don't know if I'm even gonna remember anything from the stream later. Like, I'm so tired. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, I have been awake since 11 a.m. yesterday. That is a very long time to be awake. We're closing in on well, it's 8:30 now. So in a couple hours, that'll be 36 whole hours. Fun. So yeah, I probably should get some sleep soon. So I should probably call it soon. But anyways, it's been real. It's been fun. And I hope you enjoyed what I brought to the table today for our Platinum After Party. I'm sorry it's not like anything too extravagant. Like, I really spent all my time on that video and like nothing else. I was really hoping to like have like a whole like day's worth of activities, like, oh, we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna do this. I was hoping it would be kind of something pretty fun like that, but it just didn't turn out that way, and that's okay. I still had fun either way. I think it was worth it. But yeah. What else was I gonna say? Oh, definitely not doing that video again, ever again. So don't expect that next time. Because I'm not doing it again. You can take my word for it. I am not doing that again. Or if I am, it's gonna be like months planning in advance. Like, I'm not. Oh man, I am not doing that again. But I'll try to make next times, and this is like obviously very far in the future because we haven't even started Black and White yet, but I'll still try to make our after parties just as fun, just in their own little unique ways each time. Maybe, hopefully, we'll see. But yeah, I'm probably going to head off now. Wait. I have one more idea. Maybe two. But one for now. Hold on, let me pull it up. You know, since we're here, you know. Let's see here. Let me full screen this. Maybe zoom in a little bit. Oh, here we go. And then, like, there. And then There we go. There we go. My Life 2D isn't up here. Huh. Anyways. Let's do the Pokedoku. One for the road. Just something a little fun. Just something a little fun to round out the night. Oh my god, I keep showing my. Anyways. So let's do the Pokedoku puzzle. Okay, Alola Water. So for those who don't know, Pokedoku, the whole idea is you have to match a square. You gotta name a Pokemon that matches the prompts up here, and you get more points. You do better the more obscure you go. So let's see, Alola Water. Definitely not the starter. The starter is gonna be really obvious. Oh, isn't the Gliscopod line part water? I think it is. Subs, you're an expert on this. You played Sun and Moon, right? Let's see. Bruxish. I feel like Bruxish. Something tells me Bruxish would be kind of popular. What else do we have in Alola? Type Null Water could go crazy, but I feel like that's like the obvious obscure pick. Or maybe it's not. But what would be less picked between Type Null and Silvally? I feel like Type Null. I feel like... well, maybe it's Silvally, actually. I don't know. I just feel like Type Null Water is too obvious. I don't know if I even can pick, like, Type Null Water. Maybe not. Bruxish, I feel like it's too obvious. Water Star is too obvious. If I can remember what the Pokemon is called, it's like Wimpod. I think it might not be. It might not be. I don't actually know if it's water type or not. It just gives those vibes. It just gives those vibes. Sometimes they just give vibes, you know? You know what? Brionne. 7.1, okay. Okay, 7.1 is not too bad, depending on... Okay, dual type Alola. Oh, there's a lot there. You know what? Let's just... Drampa was my first thought. It's normal dragon. 1.4%. Ooh, that might actually be... That might actually be the one. Legendary Alola. Okay, we got it. Do Ultra Beasts count as legendaries? I feel like it said somewhere, and I don't remember. Oh, legendary no longer includes all. Okay. So not Ultra Beast. Okay, so we got 3 options then. Right? So we got Lunala, Solgaleo, and... Oh, wait, no! The Tapu... Wait, no. The Tapus are... Are the Tapus legendary or mythical? No, they must be legendary. Okay, so we got a few then. We got the Tapus, and we got Lunala, Solgaleo, Necrozma. And... Does the baby of Solgaleo Lunala count as a legendary also? You know what? I'm just gonna try it. Cosmoem. 8%. Okay. Final evolution water. Okay, we've got a lot of options here. What's the most obscure final evolution water I can think of? I feel like maybe something that gains water type in its evolution, like, and now that I'm thinking, I can't think. Is it Slowbro that goes from psychic to psychic? What? No, that's not right, is it? Final evolution water. This is a thinker. Well, we can immediately rule out any of the starters. Those are way too obvious. So, no Blastoise, no Feraligatr, no Marsh. No, that's the middle. Swampert? Wait, is it Swampert? Yeah, Swampert. I can never remember. I can never remember if Swampert is the big one or the middle one, but it's the big one, I think. No Empoleon, no Samurott, no Greninja. Greninja's gonna be like super popular, I feel like. No Primarina, no Inteleon, and no the duck one from Gen 9. I don't know its name. Anyways, Vaporeon was my first thought, but I think Vaporeon is way too obvious. We could do Waterstone Evos. Pelipper? Pelipper, maybe. Pelipper could be a good one. You know what? Sure. Let's go with it. 1%! Good job, subs! Good job. Okay. Final evolution dual type. Oh, that's easy. There's so many. What's the most obscure one I can think of off the top of my head? For Itris. Wait, is that the baby one or the big one? I can't remember. For yeah, that's the big one. That's like something dual type. I know it's dual type. 0.3%, let's go! Okay, final evolution oh, well, we kind of only have, 2 options here. Wait, no, there's actually a few, cause, the Urshifu line is legendary, I think. So, but I think Urshifu is gonna be too obvious. But maybe Solgaleo Lunala is more obvious. Huh. Okay, but those are the only 2 examples I can think of. Is, Cosmog Cosmoem into Solgaleo Lunala, and Kubfu into Urshifu. I don't know. I don't think there's any other legendary lines that evolve. So, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say, like, Urshifu, like, Rapid Strike, sure. 13 point, ah, man, that's bad. Feels bad. Oh well. Mega Evolved Water, okay. That really narrows our choices down, because there's only a few of those. We've got Mega Blastoise, which I think is way too obvious. And now that I think about it, I actually can't think of any other Megas. Salamence is not water. Camerupt is definitely not water. Mega Gyarados? I feel like Mega Gyarados is also a really easy one. I'm trying to think. There can't be that many, though. Like, I know there's... Most of them are gonna be, if not all of them, are gonna be Gen 1. I'm just trying to think. I'm trying to cross off all the boxes. The Gen 3 guys, the Gen 3 starters got Mega Evolutions in ORAS, right? So I think Swampert has a Mega. I could go with that. I feel like that's the most obscure one I can think of, but that might not be the case for other people. Because it's not what I think of off the top of my head. Because when I think Megas, I usually think of Gen 1 Pokemon. Because it's mostly Gen 1 Pokemon. Okay, we got Mega Blastoise, we got Mega Gyarados, we got Mega Swampert, if that exists, which I think it does, but... Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Obviously it does. Does Wailord have a Mega Evolution? No, he doesn't. Oh, man. They're really missing out. Primals do not count as Megas. Oh, thanks for telling me. I was about to say, Primal Kyogre, maybe. Yeah, you know what? I think... I genuinely can't think of any other Mega Water types, so I'm just gonna go Mega Swampert. 18. Ooh, ouch. Okay, that's the highest one so far. Mega Evolved Dual Type. Oh, well that's easy, because I'm pretty sure most, if not all of them are. So I'll just pick at random. Audino? Audino is like... Oh, is Audino normal fairy or pure fairy? Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna go Mega Ampharos. Yeah, 4.9. I'll take it. I'll take it. Mega Evolved Legendary. Legendary no longer includes Ultra Beast, Mythicals, Paradox. Primals do not count as Megas. Isn't... Okay, we have the Mewtwo's, and we have Rayquaza. And I'm pretty sure that's it. Mewtwo X, Mewtwo Y, Mega Rayquaza. I don't think there's anything else. Xerneas doesn't have a Mega. Yveltal doesn't have a Mega. Oh, No, Diancie is mythical. I feel like Rayquaza is gonna be... I'm gonna pick one of the Mewtwo's. I'm gonna go with Mega Mewtwo Y, because I like Mega Mewtwo Y. 19%. Oh, man. Solved them all. Let me see my stats. Oh, I knew it was Golisopod! I knew it! I knew he was water type. Gastrodon! Chat, why didn't I think of Gastrodon? Okay, what were the most common? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I saw that coming. Poplio, yeah. Incineroar, yeah. Solgaleo, yeah. Yep. Solgaleo again, Charizard, Blastoise Mega, Charizard Mega, Rayquaza, yeah. Yeah, I saw that coming. I saw a lot. I definitely saw Mega Rayquaza coming. And I definitely saw Mega Blastoise coming. Yeah. Least common. I do want to see Toxapex. Oh, it is, isn't it? I forgot Toxapex existed. Magearna. Oh, it's a lot. Okay. Zygarde 10%. Zygarde 10% counts as Alola? I mean, I guess. Omastar? Flapple? Silvally is not legendary, is it? I've never considered Silvally legendary. What? Okay. I mean, I guess. I mean, I guess it makes sense, but it never... I don't know, man. I've never classified Silvally as legendary. Slowbro Mega. Water Mega Evolved. Okay. Oh yeah, Slowbro. I was right. Slowbro is the one that gains water. Okay. Slowbro Mega again for dual type. And Latios Mega. Oh my god, Latios and Latias do have Megas, don't they? Huh. You know, you just don't think of these things in the heat of the moment. Well, that was fun. But I think it is time to say goodbye for real. For real this time. Don't look at my wallpaper. Don't look at my wallpaper. Don't look at my wallpaper. It is definitely not Ash and Go from hit anime Pokemon Journeys. It's definitely not them doing protagonist things. You know, I am a very casual Pokemon fan. You know, it's not as if I pour my entire soul and being into the franchise or anything. Anyways, that's the stream. So, as a little reminder, sorry, I keep moving my mic around because I don't know where I want to put it. So, as a little reminder, I'm going to be... what was I saying? Oh, wait. I just got word. Someone put a little something in here. Someone put a little something in here that I completely forgot about. And, I wonder how that got there. I wonder how that got there, chat. Well, let's see what it says. And with that, we've officially completed 2 series on this channel. Oh, I feel like this is gonna get into some sappy territory, huh? It's been a rewarding journey for me. Wait, did I skip one? I think I skipped one. No, I didn't. No, I'm just stupid. Anyways. It's been a rewarding journey for me. I get better every stream. Man, I wonder who made this. I want to go beat them up right now. They sound like a loser. So I hope you come along with me on our next journey. Oh, boo-hoo! Grow up! Get over it! Oh my god. Next stop, the Unova region! Okay, I can get behind that. You know, I've been looking at Unova this time of year. It's a lovely place, you know. The Trubbish population's kind of going up a little bit, but other than that, it's a lovely place this time of year. Absolutely gorgeous. In like 2 weeks. Oh, yeah. Oh! And that reminds me, as a reminder, I am going to be on break for the next couple of weeks. So, see you then, and, stay tuned. And so, with that, it's the end for real. And that means, what does that mean? That means you're not gonna see, things, this channel is gonna be a little fresher next time we meet. It's gonna be a little enhanced. It's gonna be a little bit different, a little renovated, if you will. So I hope you look forward to it. Because I look forward to it, and I look forward to seeing you in the Unova region with me in Pokemon White version for the Nintendo DS, released in good old year 2011. See you then! Bye-bye! Do the social stuff. Blue Sky CLS.bsky.social, YouTube at CLS, VOD's channel at CLS-VODs, car at CLS. See ya there. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye, chat. Bye. Bye, chat.